Good morning, honey.
Good morning, honey.
How are you? What's so funny?
You have one of the loudest voices that I've ever heard.
That's not true. That lady getting donuts this morning was pretty loud.
Well, she was excessive. But you, as far as just volume, you're very loud.
She was excited. I'd be excited about donuts too.
It's Mario Day.
It's Mario Day.
Super Mario Day. I'm pumped. Should we welcome everybody?
We should.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jon. Welcome to JK LOL Storytime. This conversation started a long time ago with two friends in a bar at 6 a.m. And it got better from there. So stay tuned.
I'm Keisha. And if you guys haven't been a part of the show with us before, if it's your first time listening, you are more than welcome. You don't have to have reservations in this place. Pull up a chair, pull up a stool, a couch, a beanbag chair. Do we name all of them?
We could.
I don't know, a carpet.
A carpet.
Magic carpet ride. And
Car ride. An airplane seat.
For sure. Download us so that way you can keep listening to us throughout your flight, because we're way better than the flight attendants talking about the exit strategies for the plane. I mean, who needs to stay alive when you can just laugh out loud, right?
I think you're federally mandated to listen to those, though.
Just kidding.
Well, there's the first JK of the show.
Either way, it's a very casual conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We want it to feel like two friends talking to you about their lives. We've had so many fun experiences throughout our lifetime, whether together or apart. We both seem to attract good human beings. And for me, I don't know why, but sometimes I attract the crazies, and that's okay. By crazy, I mean, the people that follow you around and just make you feel like you're not alone in this world, and you need to phone a friend and say, hey, come pretend to be my boyfriend because this guy's kind of creeping me out.
I am the former.
Not the one I was describing. No.
Well, at least I hope not.
Never.
I think that you've always felt that way, that I'm the former. But
Yes.
we could be wrong. We'll unpack it. Stay tuned.
Over time. It's a long story.
Over time, we have a lot of stories to go through. And I think maybe we should talk about how we ended up right here.
Making our own stinking podcast.
Yes.
In my basement.
In your basement.
In my basement. There's a lot of shenanigans that happen in basements, but I feel like us making a podcast has to be one of the most out there things, at least for us, as far as our scope and our bandwidth of like comfortable versus way out there.
Mm-hmm.
We both love people very, very much, but being vulnerable and putting ourselves out there for the world to hopefully, the hope is to have joy and to share and meet people right where they're at. Mm-hmm. Share a little bit of hope of encouragement, just because life is pretty darn hard and it's harder when you don't have friends. So we'd love to be a part of that and share our story time, hence the story time in our podcast about lives and how we met. So, Ducky, you want me to go professional interview on you?
No, I think that we just, really drive home the fact that it is story time, and we want you to feel comfortable like a regular in a bar, that we know your name. Well, maybe.
Where everybody knows your name?
Where everybody knows your name. You can send us your name.
But we're sure glad you came.
We are sure glad that you're here. And just like going to see your best friends and going to hang out with them for an evening. When somebody says, hey, the whiskey's downstairs, pull up a couch, cushion, and sit down and have some story time.
Absolutely.
Because some of the stories, you just have to say, JK LOL.
And that's all you can do.
That's all you can do, shake your head. So,
we're going to probably start saying that from here on out. Just look at each other and be like, JK, like your dad jokes. I'll just JK LOL.
I will save them for the podcast. How about that?
I'm fine if you share them in the car, Mr. Popeyes.
Thanks, honey. It's wonderful. So, maybe we should, now that we've welcomed everybody to the podcast, we could wrap it up. I'm kidding. We should probably
You really had me going. I was like, wait, I thought we were doing introductions.
We are doing introductions to the first inaugural episode.
Yes.
That's what you say? Yes, the inaugural episode.
The pilot.
Welcome. The pilot. This is the pilot.
I'm the pilot. I'm the co-pilot. You're the pilot.
I'm the co-pilot.
Depends on the day, maybe.
Okay. We'll figure it out. However, we should probably discuss what led us to this point that happened in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You want me to share? You share first?
I don't know where we're going to start on this.
Well,
we're just doing it live, so you're in for it. We'll figure it out eventually, I promise.
Well, I feel like the story time name has to kind of be driven home to a point. Everybody's lives is a story. Sometimes you're in maybe your first book of the series. Maybe you're in a different chapter of your ending of your series, whatever that looks like. But for us, we're kind of in the middle of life, and I don't feel like midlife crisis is quite right for what we're going through. But, we both have lived a lot of life. We've seen a lot of good, but we've also seen a lot of bad and experienced a lot of bad. And that can be defined as a concrete negative thing that has happened in our lives that has had an effect that lasts more than, I would say, a couple of hours. How do you find my description, sir?
I find it right next to me.
And so meeting us right where we're at, we never thought we'd be doing a podcast, to be honest.
No, which is actually crazy.
Like I said, on the spectrum of like crazy out there things, at least for us, we're kind of, when we're at home, we like to just snuggle on the couch or not be doing podcasts first thing in the morning, that's for sure.
Correct.
But we found ourselves Funemployed, one by choice, one not by choice. And we always joke with each other, if I could make a living out of loving you, that would be the best possible job in the world. And so we're going to try and do a little bit of that, but more importantly, we're both very, very passionate about spreading love and joy to those around us. We're both we're empathetic, but I don't have a term for exactly what we are as far as just genuinely caring about the people around us. Whether you're a stranger that we've just met or whether you're a guest in our home, anyone who's been here, I think, can say that like Jon knows what their drink is. He's cooking dinner usually. I'm usually running around and getting things set up, and let's play the music and let's do the da-da-da-da, setting the ambiance and having good fun conversations with folks, playing games, whatever it is. We both genuinely care about the people around us, and that's included in all of our jobs too. On our recent adventure, I got to experience what it's like to work for people where you care more about their business than they do, and working in a toxic, truly toxic work environment. When I say work drama, I can't even begin to explain just what a toxic work environment looks like. And I was supposed to be the leader, but I'm not the business owner. So making decisions, I was quickly corrected by trying to do those hard things. Any business owner will tell you, you've got toxic people, of course, bring it to their attention, help them to understand the negative effect that it's having on the business and the people around them. But if the behaviors don't change, you get the boot. There is no room for unacceptable behavior, especially when it's bringing down your teammates and when you have to rely so heavily on a team. So for me, I got to make the lovely decision of peace out. I can't do this anymore, but it was after, a solid year at least, of a little over a year of me giving of myself. Like I had said, we are very unique people in the sense that we genuinely care, and I gave it all. I gave everything I could, and I could see the writing on the wall as far as if I don't have the support of the person whose name's on the side of the building, and if there's no one that's going to actually help to lead this team, I can't be a part of something like that. It doesn't align with my philosophies of leadership. You have to be a leader of yourself before you can be a leader of your team. And I felt like I was the only person in that practice that knew who I was and where I want to be going. And I didn't have the support of those that needed to be there helping to lead the troops. So yeah, effective immediately. I've never done that before. It was quite the week. I just finally got to the point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. It is literally killing me. So I gracefully bowed out, had a very difficult conversation with my old boss, and here we are a couple weeks later starting a podcast, and we've had time together, which is either the best thing or the worst thing for us as far as the future goes. So I'm hopeful that it's one of the better things that we've ever done for ourselves. But then Jon has ended up on we're on the same boat, babe.
We are on the same boat.
With the pirate schooner.
Yes, absolutely. If you can see it. Can't see all of it, but we'll post a picture one day. It's pretty cool. In the office where we're shooting this in our new podcast studio that we've taken the liberty of making a little more cozy than what it used to be, and I quite enjoy it.
Me too. Especially
either way.
Cal Bon Jovi. He's staring at
Jovi,
me.
yeah. You'll see a picture of him someday. So yeah, we're in the same boat. Funemployed at the same time, having some good times. Which isn't all that different than other time that we've known each other. We've been both out of work for one way or the other, or on a pause from COVID. Back, that's how far back that our friendship goes, is pre-COVID. So we've known each other for quite a bit, and both gone through difficult times in our lives. And we, at one point, I think you decided I looked cute, and wanted me to take you on a date. So I did, and now here we are, many years later. You got a ring on your finger.
I do.
And we were gonna get married this June, was the plan, at a destination wedding for all our friends and family. And after I'd run my last go around of running a holiday pop-up bar, I decided it was time to retire from food and beverage as my side hustle, because it was for many years my main thing, and then it became a side business as I returned to the workforce full time, being an entrepreneur. So that was fun. I announced my official retirement on a Saturday afternoon evening, and then Monday morning, when I was 6 hours into Montana, I got a call from my employer that my services were no longer needed. which is a move. You let somebody drive 6 hours from their house in your van with your equipment, and then give them the boot. That's a little poor planning there. So yeah, we were going to get married in June, and that happened at the beginning of February, so 6 weeks ago. And Keisha left her job a couple weeks after that. And I said to her, as she's having all kinds of emotions about it, of course, some happy, some sad. I said, nobody can be sad at having chips and queso. So we went to a local Mexican restaurant on a Thursday afternoon at 2:30. We pulled into the parking lot. There's nobody there. Keisha wondered aloud if maybe they were closed.
Well, I'd never been to a sit-down restaurant at 2:30 on a Thursday because I'm usually working.
Well, welcome to being Funemployed. It is a good time. So
Well, it turns out that Thursdays at this restaurant are 2-for-1 margarita days.
Correct. And we had other obligations that night, so one of us had to have 3 margaritas. And then I was left to my own devices when you excused yourself for a moment, and somebody ordered tequila. It was me. Guilty. I was in food and beverage. That's what I do. I'm kind of a creature like that. So that is a thing you should know about me. I do know how to promote having a fun time. So in the middle of our lunch conversations, margaritas that day, we got a call from a dear friend of ours who lives out of state now, to talk about an experience that you two shared working at one of your former employers and wanting to catch up. Well, it turned into a 6-hour FaceTime call.
Yes.
And we're just sitting on the floor of Keisha's living room, chatting. Well, maybe you're on the couch. I was on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know why you like to sit on the floor, but all the power to you, honey. I will let you sit on the floor if you like. I won't insist that your butt's in a chair.
My butt's in a chair right now.
Good job.
This can get real weird if I have to sit on the floor here.
Maybe.
I thought I was going to burp.
It turned out to be a cough.
Just,
Don't worry, we're safe.
Action. And we're back. Sorry. Had to cough there for a minute. So didn't want to do that to our listeners. So it's story time. It's going to happen, but we're going to try and take it out. So we're sitting on the floor in the living room, or I'm sitting on the floor in the living room, and my little tushy is starting to hurt because it's been 6 hours, and we've done other things in between now and then. But we're talking with them, and they say, you guys should really just have cameras follow around you. You're so light and vivacious and just fun to be around. Maybe you should start your own podcast. And here we are.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Bada boom, bada bing. But then it developed from there. And we're going to, we started having all these conversations with people about what's the status of the wedding? What's going on? Talking with our friends and family who are now spread out all over the country because, we're in middle age. Well, at least I am. I'm in middle age. You're still
22.
You're still super young.
Well.
So, and neither of us is our first time go around. So the big fairy tale wedding is fun.
It would be fun. And I also, to add on to that, I come from a broken family. So I have divorced parents, and then I have are we on 6 stepmoms by now? I don't even keep track anymore.
Right.
But a very broken family. And so the idea of, having everybody travel to one location just simply didn't work.
Yeah. Or we have friends that, they have multiple kids now, as they should, and, they're all wonderful to be around. But we don't have to fly everybody there and put them up, because where we're going to have it was kind of super remote. So you fly into one space, drive 4 hours, you fly into another spot, drive another 4 hours, or you fly into the one that's like an hour away and drop $3,000 a person. So it's just it's a really, I wouldn't say remote, because it's not too far off an interstate. It's just sparsely populated.
By airport means, yeah. There's no there's no international airport.
Yeah, there's no, you can call it a medium-sized airport. It's a tiny little airport. I've been some pretty tiny airports.
I think I've walked off of a plane in that airport more than I've actually gone through like a terminal.
It's not the kind of place that you have to like sit next to the pilot on like a little Cessna, but it's pretty dang close.
There's probably more of those that fly out than commercials.
Yeah, there probably are. So, but where was I going with this? Oh, absolutely. The whole reason behind, well, not the whole reason behind this, but like really the kickoff video to what our big project is. It's going to occupy a lot of our discussions over the next 3 to 4 months on the podcast, and then slowly fade as we bring on guests and talk about other things, and just kind of live out loud to spread our light and joy and love and grace.
So the unveiling of the big announcement, sir. We're doing our wedding on tour.
Yes.
Let me just jump to the point.
Just jump it in there. Hold on, John.
So rather than having everybody come to us, and we're going to spend, I'll be pretty transparent. We were looking at about $45,000 for this beautiful dream wedding. It was going to be at night, and it was going to have candlelit, and we were going to do things in reverse, have dinner first, and then have the ceremony. And it was going to be an incredible, and me, naturally, I have a majority of the decor already purchased, and was getting ready to get started on all that. And then, hearing all of our friends with the bridesmaids, well, it's just going to be just me because we have, 3 kids, and hubby and kiddos can't make it. And, it's a difficult thing to ask of people. So we're dropping a large sum of money, and then we're asking others to drop a lot of money too. And again, like Jon said, we are not at that phase in our life where we really need to have anything more than just us and God in our marriage, to be honest. Like, we're doing the ceremonies for the kids because they're excited about it and they want to be involved, and I want to be able to promote, family unity and have them be a part of a ceremony. And then also, it's important to us that the people that we were keeping it small to begin with, but it's important to us that the people that have impacted our lives the most get to celebrate, and that includes the couples and the kiddos. And so we decided that we're going to take the wedding to them over a span of 2 weeks. We're going to have 9 weddings, and we're going to take it on the road, and we're going to have all kinds of fun car videos and dinner videos, and Jon probably screaming at Keisha videos, because Jon really doesn't scream unless he's trying to get somebody's attention. And it's going to be, again, raw and real, something that's not really been done before, type of a dash to the finish. We're not going to tell anybody which ceremony was the legally binding ceremony as far as our guests, and I guess you guys are our guests now too. We'll get together at the end of everything and have everyone on a Zoom call and announce, hey, this is when it officially happened, and thank you all for being a part of this. So far, everybody has been over the top excited about it and helping to plan the weddings, which is kind of fun in and of itself too, right? 9 different places, and the people that are actually living there like, oh, this is where I would do it. And we're going to try and do it as low budget as possible. Again, for us, what really matters is you, me, and God, and making sure that is happening. And so we're excited to have just all kinds of adventures. We've got big plans. I am kind of a big ideas person, so is Jon. Crazy that we ended up together on a podcast. Very strange. But being able to literally have any type of wedding or wedding reception that could have possibly crossed our brains. Every single one of them is going to be meaningful. Every single one of them is more than likely going to have tears for both of us. But we're going to get to share an exchange of our love and commitment to each other in front of the people that led us to that exact point, and then celebrate with them in ways that only, that would be special to them. And additionally, we get to spend more time with them. I mean, at a wedding reception, how much time would you say you really, based on past experience, got to spend with the people that attended your wedding?
Like maybe 5 minutes
Yeah.
at best. Like it's tough. And now we're gonna get to go spend hours with them, seeing like, oh, what's your favorite place to eat? Where you live? It's not like
And we're going in our wedding gear, by the way, so there will be attention drawn, just saying.
I love you.
I am eating Mexican food in a wedding dress. Like, come on now, how funny would that? Well, depending on if I have to wear my dress again. But whoops, this one's from Arizona, the salsa stain right here. Yep, that's from the
We'll
Arizona
see.
tour.
You'll get to see the audience, our guests, our friends on the couch, our
Yeah.
regulars. We'll get to
Ooh,
see
I like that.
our regulars. We'll get to see whether you're new here or you've been listening to this for the whole time. Like I said, if you're going back to episode 1, the origin story to binge, welcome. And if you're catching this much later after you joined us in a later episode, you're still welcome. And we're happy to have you as a regular and our friend as part of our lives that we get to put out there for the world. So we're very excited about the Wedding on Tour. 9 states, 6,000 miles,
Well, 9 states, well, 8 states, 1 extra, 2 countries.
2 countries,
Because we're going to go to
9
Canada.
locations.
Oh, Canada.
9 locations,
Yeah.
2 countries, 6,000-ish miles. It's going to be fun.
It will be.
Some
For sure.
microphones, some GoPros.
I'm moving forward too. I'm big on credentials and just, I guess sharing a little bit about who we are. We're not, what's the right term? We're not, what is the right term?
I don't know.
I want to say like, we're not dumb. We ain't dum-dums. I want to be able to credentialize as far as who we are and our backgrounds. We're not just, Jon and Keisha. We want to be, and that's how we want to present ourselves. However, we are both very educated individuals. We've both lived a lot of life. So Jon is a certified Cicerone as far as food and beverage go. If you don't know what a Cicerone is, I'm going to challenge you to look that up and then be impressed that he's only one of 2 in the entire state of North Dakota for Cicerone. I am incredibly just impressed by his brain all the time. He used to be a cop. He actually, the very first time I met him, he was working for UPS, so he has all of that experience. He has a degree in business management. Like, he is an incredibly intelligent human being. He has 3 businesses, and they have all been successful. The only problem is this super hot young person just came walking past him one day and was like, "Hey, I like your blue eyes." And he decided, hang on, this is not my life anymore. I really want to know what it's like to spend life with somebody incredible. That, I guess, not to like toot my own horn, but somebody that our hearts just, they mesh so well together. It's like our hearts kind of have their own little beacon, like mwah, mwah, to each other. And if we can make a living out of just loving each other, that would be ideal. Because we do enjoy having a roof over our heads and, providing for our kiddos. Jon has kids, I have a kiddo, and it's important that we're modeling for them a stable home and not having a bunch of inconsistencies in life, even though we've had some very difficult things happening over the last several years. So Jon is more than qualified to be sharing his hospitality, wisdom, and brilliance, as well as just giving you a look into the world from his perspective and how he's able to just notice every little thing all the stinking time.
I do. Just hop in the comments, because at the end you can tell us that we really want a Jon recipe or a Jon cocktail. And it doesn't have to be every episode, but I'd like to pepper some of that in there, because I do have a lot of knowledge on those things and do have a lot of things that I can share from all that time spent doing that. And I'd like to share that with my friends. I will say that you said, like, I have beacons back and forth for each other's hearts. I feel like mine's kind of like a homing pigeon, and you're a French fry.
Okay, well, hang on, how am I a French fry?
Well, the homing pigeon always wants the French fry, right?
Is that what they...
Yeah, like, like I'm a sky rat, and, you're the French fry.
Oh my goodness. I love you.
JK LOL. Got it.
Instead of the eggs and bacon, nope, it's the homing pigeon and French fry.
It is. Keep it topical, right? So, and Keisha's an incredible lady too. She's accomplished so much in her time, even having the cards stacked against her, accomplishing so much in the industry she was in, multiple certifications. I think one of the first times that after we started dating, which was very weird when you're like really, really good friends, best friends, and then you start dating, which I highly recommend, by the way. But it is really weird at first. It's like, I feel like you're holding hands with your sister almost, just because of the level that you know each other at. Because, you know, there's always been some sort of attraction between our hearts. And, you know, you're a very beautiful lady. You're welcome. But, you know, I always kept it platonic. But then, you know, to step into a different circle of like, holding your hand walking through the parking lot of a movie theater was intimidating. Not because, you know, I was fearful of you or intimidated by you. I felt comfortable, but like, just weird. In a good way.
Yes.
Very good. So, but I think one of the first times that we really had some in-depth conversations about each other and how each other thought and worked and all those things that are super important. You sat me down and had me take a personality assessment.
I did actually, and not just a personality assessment, but more of your MO, modus operandi assessment, which there's only one company in the world that does that. So, yep, I didn't want to just know your personality. I mean, I had a good feel on your personality. I wanted to know your MO. How do you operate, sir?
Yes, my personality is a creature, can chug a Guinness in under 4 seconds, and stays up late. Not a morning person.
Good qualifications.
That's the morning person thing has changed now. You have fixed that in me.
I'm an early bird.
There's nothing wrong with that. I like to be up with you. So, but Keisha's incredible. Has done a lot of things in her industry, become a rising star, and I'm excited to continue to see what she does. So, because she's just getting started, just like we are on tour.
Yeah.
So the other fun thing about the tour, now that you know a little bit about us, and we'll continue to talk about where we came from, where we're going in future podcasts. We can't get it all out right now, but we can talk about the tour. Is that my train just fell off the tracks?
I hate it when that happens.
I know, right?
I wasn't following your train on that one.
This is real life, people. Hold on. I've got it. It's coming back around to the station.
Choo choo.
Choo choo, all aboard the Jon train. I guess, I don't know. Is that the right thing to say?
Yeah, as long as your thoughts back. All aboard.
It just ran out of steam. Anyway, we're really excited about the tour and sharing all of it with our closest friends and family. And that includes you. And whatever comes of it. Because I have some ideas that we're not going to chat about yet. But
You gotta keep them wanting more.
absolutely.
We're totally buying your friendship with,
Good stories.
Oh, good stories. Yes.
Whiskey's downstairs.
The whiskey's downstairs.
Yes.
There's a lot of whiskey downstairs.
JK LOL Storytime After Dark.
Yeah.
There will be some of those episodes, I think. So
For sure.
probably need to be. So, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at, who we are, what we're doing. There's a lot more to this story, so we encourage you to come back.
We look forward to you coming back. Absolutely. Thanks for sharing time with us today and our pilot episode.
Absolutely. We're on all of the social media networks. Just getting those going at JK LOL Storytime.
And in true fashion, I mean, right now everything's taken off with have AI dry caricatures of you. So that's what we're going to be able to come back to. And we had AI dry caricatures of us, and I mean, they're characters.
I think they look pretty good.
Say characters. It's kind of fun. Characters.
Caricatures? I don't know. You drop us in the comment how you guys think that it should be pronounced. Also, at Wedding on Tour.
Yes.
In most places as well. I think the only one we couldn't be at Wedding on Tour was Pinterest. So there we're the Wedding on Tour.
This one's not going to be, we're the.
The Wedding on Tour.
That Pinterest.
Honestly, we should have just had that one from the beginning. But.
The. I like it. Is it a capitalized? The.
No. We're just the Wedding on Tour.
Well, that's okay.
But excited, we're going to have lots of content outside of the podcast that will be available on all major platforms.
And if you've
as
got
soon as I figure it out.
Positive, constructive feedback, give it to us.
Yeah.
We're open books. If you're going to be haters on stuff, then people like us so that I can make millions and not have to read that crap, because that's people's opinions and they're like assholes, and I really don't care about yours. So
yeah, so if you don't like the way that I swallow my coffee or just exist in the world.
I struggle with the way you swallow coffee.
Well, that's good.
My poor neurodivergent brain.
It's okay. I struggle too. Not with my coffee swallowing, but other things. So, it's going to be fun to see our transformation over the next 90 days as we sprint towards the wedding on tour, get back in shape, and a lot of things. So we're really excited about that. But more than anything, I'm really excited to start the next phase of life with you. And
Well, let's cheers to the next chapter.
The
Chapter
next
2 will
chapter.
be coming out here soon. Do we get to tap our coffee?
I think we can tap our coffee.
Okay.
Since you have coffee, and I have whiskey.
I don't believe that because I poured your coffee and I didn't put any
Don't
whiskey in it.
believe that either. But I am kind of a JK LOL kind of guy. So
Thanks for laughing with us, and we'll see you guys next time.